But you know that I'm never too proud to beg. It's hard to admit that I made my bed, but you know I'ma always wish you the best. All inside the best. First thing I got to do. It's hard to admit that I made my bed, but you know I'ma always wish you the best.
Here we go. Here we go.
I go 100, I'm lying. I barely made it this time, and I got this white versus fully laced up. Just in case I gotta dip and run away from her. Here we go now. Yeah, welcome to the showdown. Middle of the main street, this how it's about to go down. Wish that I could say I was the one that got away, but little shorty look right my way. If looks could kill. Sitting in my hoopty, God said I was chose. When you love yourself, baby, trust me, it's shows. Leveled up when you lie, don't let us know. Wake up, meditate, they get the
Hit a practice, man, it's been a minute. When we pull up, we go ahead and get it. If they told you we did it, he did it. Super Bowl back to back, we gon' finish it. Grab the trophy, we go ahead and sit with it. I remember we came up from nothing, so
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3.
Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata. Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata. I put the from the in my body. Some about tweak up some. I feel amazing, can't nobody stop me. My business is jumping like it's on the ollie. Trying to explain it, but nobody get me. Leaving my homies, then they coming with me. I give all this service, but nobody tip me. They use me and move on as soon as I'm empty. I can't count a penny, a dollar, a Benji. I swipe for some thousand, my wallet got plenty. Don't ask me for any, I'm sorry, I'm stingy. I was just wait from the beginning. They say I'm changing, I never agree. Even with millions, I'm still DDG. From the Pontiac streets, bought a mansion for me. Asking for me, why they asking for me? Cause I'm actually rich and I'm having it factually. Ain't gonna help, did it manually. Millions and millions come annually. I'm stacking the paper up gradually. What the it's a little band to me. I got 100K randomly. If he hating, he a fan of me. Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata. Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata. I don't don't mess with you cause I know you fake. I'm dropping these dollars, I know you gon' chase. I keep it pot to the Kuna Matata. I struggle so hard, I made minimum wage. So up, I'ma swerve the lane. I stay in my vibe, I stay in my lane. I see that you live in the lake, girl, and I'm really not giving no about that. Take it out in the McLaren, I hit it. You know she a 10, I swear she on my radar. I'm straight from Florida Gator. Give a fuck what you think. I can smell that you are just a man. She know dance, you know I got options. She ain't ever shit. I'm tarnished all the way. Feeling ways. I hate society. I love you, stay away. That's a problem in my eyes. I hope it is synchronized. You know I was a broken soul. You seen when I was homeless, though. Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata. Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between our visitors and themselves. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fields. Forced out to his left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields dancing to his left. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Being chased out left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And they rattle off a big one.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Fields out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Buying time to his left. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, 54 yards. And the Buckeyes have taken the early lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Now it's Hyde on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Fields. Rolling to his right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now it's Fields. Steps away. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Fields on the sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Here's Fields on the move to his, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Justin Fields, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Buckeyes are going to add on to their lead. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
On 1st down, Fields. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
From his own end zone, Fields. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And this offense, this new offense, would appear they still have a few kinks to work through.
And isn't that to be expected? It's a unit that hasn't played together in a real game before. So they definitely got some growing pains, Brandon. And this one, it cost them 2 points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. 37 yards. And the Buckeyes have taken the lead. Have cut it back within a score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll have a chance to really make that safety work to their advantage as they begin things here. Great field position on the plus side of the 50. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and long. It's Fields. A dump off to Elliott. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. Now a 1st down throw. Fields flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Fields on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First down, Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Second down and goal. Fields sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Steps away. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Separating from the gun. Fields looking long for Thomas. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Elliott rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Back to throw. Fields steps away to his left. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Justin Fields, his second touchdown of the night. And the Buckeyes have taken the lead. Take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Throwing on third and long. Fields. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts to throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Looking to throw. Fields buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Elliott. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small